Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this awesome looking Android box. This is called TX5 and is done by a company called Tanix. This bad boy comes with Android 14. It has a AM Logic S905 Wi-Fi chipset. On top of that, it has a 4GB of lower powered DDR3 RAM and it comes with 32GB internal storage. Now there are a variation of this that you can get it with 2GB of RAM and also with 16 to 64GB internal storage. The one that I am going to review has 4GB of RAM and 32GB internal storage. Plus it comes with Wi-Fi 5 and also it has a 10100 LAN. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I have to mention that there are little details that I have placed on a full review. Link is available in the bottom. Except that, just walk through. If you are watching this on a full review, then perfect, you're going to get everything. I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family. Make sure you click the notification icon, select all in order to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We'll have to help you out ASAP. And don't forget to click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly with a little more detail every time. In here are all the components that are part of the box. It comes with this user manual. As you can see, the front part has just the name of the box. It does not say the name of the company in the front, but once you open it, it just talks about the network, which is Wi-Fi, also Ethernet in the bottom. Then also says how you will be processing the OTA update using the TF card, and you can see that how it has been connected. It actually just talks to you about the update itself. Going to the next part of it, talks about how you will be able to connect it, and then the cable for the HDMI. So the power adapter has also been inserted, it will tell you. And then this is just for the upgrade part of it. Now when you go to the last page, it talks about the troubleshooting steps, as you can read it right here. Or once you get it, I'm sure that you can see that too. This is the user manual. Now it does come with an HDMI cable. Also comes with a power adapter, which is inside of a little plastic. And as you can see, this is 5 volt 2 amps created for Canada, United States. And this is the part that connects to the box. The remote itself is very simple and basic. It's sitting inside of a little plastic, so it doesn't get scratched up. But once you take it out, it's nice and simple the way that it's done. You can see the IR part is right on the top, but then you have the power. You also have the mic. You have the navigation key with the OK in the middle. You also have the home button, the mouse button, and also you have the return key. Underneath of it, you have two popular app button, which is Netflix and YouTube, and then you do have the volume up and down, and that's about it. It's very nice and simple. And once you open the bottom part of it is where you're going to be able to put two AAA batteries, which is not included in the box, so that way you can use it and we will process it in a few seconds. Now it also comes with this box itself. It's inside of a little plastic. So once you take it out, this is the design that they have placed. I really like how this has been done. They have a lot of holes on the sides for ventilation, and then when you look in the front, you do have a little part for the LED. Now it does have a little sticker on top. I'm not going to take that off because it is very fingerprint residue. Once you go on one side of it, you have a TF card reader. You have two USB 2.0 ports. It's not been colored. And then once you go to the back part of it, you have an AV port, which you can connect to older type of TV. Then you do have the SPDIF for optical audio connections. You can connect it to your stereo system. You do have a LAN connection, HDMI connection, and also the power, which you can power it up. On this side is just some holes for ventilation. You can see the board right from inside of it. But once you flip it upside down, this is where you will be able to see more holes, and you can see the PCBA or the motherboard inside of it. You do have 4 little legs, so when you hook it up or when you stand it on the actual table, it does move. So that means that if you have a heavier cable, this will be really pulled back. But once you go back, you do have 2 stickers, which will be your MAC address and serial number. I really like how they have placed this together. So enough said about it. Let's just connect this and see what we can get on the TV. So for CEC purposes, we will connect the HDMI wire first, and then the power. And then once you go to the front part of it, you will get the LED lights just start loading. You can see that it is booting up right now. Once you turn it on for the very first time, or when you're turning on the box, this is what you should see. So it is the regular Google logo when it's booting up. And here you go. This is the main launcher once it starts loading. So I'm just waiting for it to come up. And yes, we have already processed a few things. I have to mention that this is not a real Google launcher, it looks like they have touched a few things. So you can see on the top that you can have your login, and then you have some like for you, movies, shows, apps, library, and then you can go to search. So you can search for apps. You also have settings beside that, and the setting is set up really nicely. And then on top of that, you also have the notifications, and that's about it. So now when you go down, you have some sponsored. Yes, it depends where you are. So it will ask you on the start. So that way it knows exactly what to drop. Because we are in Canada, that's why it shows a few things there. But then you do have all these recommended, and then the apps that I have added as a setup. So this way we can play with it. And yes, you can move any of this back and forth. So something like I have Aptoid. So if I have to press for a few seconds, it will tell me to move. So we click on it and then we can move it. So this way we can play with this later. And this is how easy it is to process. So we will click here and we leave it there. Now you do have a little button at the bottom says done. Click on it and you are done. Now once you go to the side, you can go down. There are some top different icons there. I am sure that there are a bunch of videos out there that you can use so you can get a different launcher installed to this. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave it as is and we will go and start testing it out. But this is how easy it is to process it. The first thing we will test will be YouTube. So let's just go to it and select it. And as soon as it comes up, you can see that by default auto is going to be on 1080p. So now when you select, you can see that there is 4K. This is 2K, this is 4K. So if we select it, it takes a couple of seconds for it to go through and it still plays it. That's really cool. Now, we're not done yet. Let's go a little nerdy inside of it. Now, you can see that this is playing it very vibrantly for us. It is captured on 1080p. There's 0 frame drops, but if you look right underneath of it, it says current, and that one is on 4K, but in 30 frames per second. Again, really good. Going down, next part is the codecs. It's using the AV01 and also using the OPUS. That's why this is vibrant and very nice looking. The colors there too, you can see the bandwidth right underneath of it, the network activity, everything is nicely done. And you can see on the top, the second row will tell you about viewport. Now that one is 1080p, but you can see there's 0 frame drops even till now. So YouTube do pass quickly. The next thing we're going to capture will be AIDA64 or AIDA64. Now as soon as it comes up, you can see under system, the name is right. The manufacturer says Google. The model number is TX5. Now going down, you can see all of the information you're looking for. The RAM on this is 4 GB, and this is the total that has been playing with and how much is available. Now the internal storage on this is 32 gig, but you can see that how much is available. Bluetooth still says 4+. I do not know what's going on with the AM Logic in this app that does not show the proper Bluetooth, but the Bluetooth on this is 5. And when you go to CPU, you can see it is ARM Cortex A55 running on 1704 MHz. It is quad-core processor. Its structure on this is 64-bit ARM, but it's running on 32 as you can read it. Going down, CPU on this is 4-core, and here is the ranking. Going down, these are the cores that has been added to this. Utilization is right underneath of it, and then once we go to display, you can see the native resolution on this is 1080p, and the GPU on this is Mali G31, which is a single core processor running on 60 Hz refresh rate. And then the default orientation on this is always as landscape. OpenGL on this is 3.2, which means as 3D games that you're going to play on this will run really smoothly. Now going under network, you can see in there that the 5G network says supported, which is a really good thing. Now going under Android itself, this is running Android 14, which is called upside down kick. And when you go down under devices, all of the information is there. The terminal, they have totally blocked it. The only thing they left is the CPU, and it is running really nice and cool right now. And going under codecs is where everybody's asking questions. So now when we go from the top, just went all the way to the bottom, just to check to see what's involved in this, you can see all of the numbers and all of the codecs that you're looking for is here. One more thing that is involved in this, the OPUS is there. But going down, there's one that is called AV1. It's coming up right now. There you go. Now you will be able to get videos that are really high in in bits, it will bring it for you properly and it will play it for you. Once we get to the video player, let's see if this is going to really work out or if these guys need to work on their software more. Alright, so these are all the codecs that is in there, and these are the ones that you really need when you're trying to stream things from the internet. This will really help you out, and it's all going to be here. This was AIDA or AIDA64. The next thing we will capture will be VLC. So here you go. Now we will be just playing a few videos for you to show you exactly how good this will play the videos for us. So number one will be just regular 1080p, and we will click on it. Takes a couple of seconds for it to go through, and yes, it does play, and the voice is a little bit loud. Let me just bring that down so that way you can hear my voice, and this is playing it for us really nice and smoothly. So this part is a pass for us because this is regular 1080p. Now when we go and play the 4K video, you can see that it's a really big map, but this is how it really plays it. This is how it really looks. And yes, there is a lot of fans in the back, and there are some birds that will be flying on the top. But again, the map is really big, so it really cuts it and plays it for us really nice and perfectly. So this is also a pass. Let's go to the 4K and 10-bit video. Now this is something cool because yeah, there was a little pause on the start, but you can see that it start playing it really nicely. This is 10-bit, so that is the plus sign that why we're trying to play this, to show you how good this is playing the video. So again, it's all a pass. I really like this, that it does play it for us really nicely and really smoothly. The next thing we will capture will be Geekbench. Now we have already processed it, and this is the number we got. For single core, we received 128. For multi-core, we received 420. Again, this is running on Android 14. So that's why the numbers are a little bit better. And you can see the rest of them underneath of it. The next thing we will capture and process will be speed test. I have to mention that there is a little bit of trouble that I came across. This is OS 14. I know that the app itself or the software on this has been touched, so I cannot install the Ookla speed test or Analytics. So I'm just going to go to browser and I will process this test. Now the first one that we're going to process will be the Wi-Fi test. So we need to go to apps and then Chrome. And this is the first time that what we got, but that's not what we're looking for. Let's do it one more time. This is Wi-Fi again, and I am a little bit far from Wi-Fi connection, and I have a gigabit of internet where I am right now, and also it's 30 megabit of download. So this is 120 megabits on the Wi-Fi. Now let's go and change this to LAN connection. And just to check that we are connected via LAN connection, I will press home. We will go up on the top, go on the top, and then we're going to go into settings. And over here, we should be able to see if we're connected Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Right now it says Ethernet. So that means is that we just switched it. So we will press home, go down, go back to apps, go to Chrome. And now we will process it one more time to see exactly what number we're getting. You have to understand that the LAN connection on this box is only 100 megabits, so it's not going to go over. That's why Wi-Fi gets you a lot better number. This is how good this box is. Again, it works on what they have delivered and what they have shown. That's why this is really good box to play with. Now all the links will be available where you can get this from, except that this was our take. This is a good replacement if you want to get something like this and not a Fire Stick and have everything running for you perfectly. This will really work, and I am sure that you're going to like it. This was our take. I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xctex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places. And thank you.